So it's only the Hang Seng Index and Shanghai which are in the red in the Asian markets.
And when it comes to the underutilization of the term loans, it has come down.
Since there was an exemption given to the use of credit cards for international travel and stay, that exemption has been misused.
And we're getting closer and closer. The 20-day has also risen up.
Land is extremely disappointing in terms of a performance this time.
A lot of the capital we do have on our books is meant for new investments.
The Nifty is now up about 40 odd points. The mid-caps are very, very quiet.
You have the mid-cap index near lifetime highs. I mean, who would have imagined 6 months back that you will see such a kind of a rally?
We are degrowing a corporate book. In last 1 year, the book has come down by almost 50%.
The markets were below 18,100 on the Nifty, a cut of about 0.1, 0.2%.
That the Supreme Court today has dismissed the Tata Motors application.
The TCS at about 5%, and this is supposed to increase to 20% from 1st of July.
Royal Enfield will be investing about 300 crores in electric vehicle development.
Indian market as a whole was not unduly volatile post Jan 24th report. Absolutely choppy. It's blinking red and green. Right now we're seeing a cut of 10 points.
Well, that was the day so far. You're with us here on a fresh new edition of Closing Bell. We're coming to you from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal studios. I'm Prashant. With me, my colleagues Reema and Surabhi. Guys, hi, afternoon.
Hi, afternoon.
Thank
We
God
made it
it's
to the end of
Friday.
the week, right?
Thank God it's Friday, guys. I can really say that with the kind of news flow that we've had all through the week and today especially.
Surabhi's looking forward to it. She's got something planned, right? Always. All right,
Been
well,
bothered about that 40-page report that both of you read last night about the regulations.
bothered with
the taxation, the LCR.
The taxation, the 40-page mutual fund report, the 154-something page Adani report. I think we can do with the weekend.
Thank God there is no FOMC and then, 11:30 press conference where, Jerome Powell will be talking.
but I think he is talking, right? Not at 11:30, but I think there is some speech scheduled later during US market session. So today's been interesting because we've got the Nifty, which broke the 20-day moving average on the index, which stood as of yesterday's close at 18,078. The low today was, I think, made at 18,060. And then we've had a nice, smart bounce, a clean 100. As of now, we're tracking a 105 point bounce from the lows of the day, which is 18,060. So this is, not a bad kind of picture at all. Although it's not building. So far it's failed to build. On the day from yesterday's close, by the time you get to about 20, 30, 35 point gain, the market starts to sell off once again. So there is some selling pressure coming in as well. But you've had a test and then a bounce off the 20-day as well. Now the Bank Nifty is the low which was made was 43,532, and there we've seen about a 250 odd point bounce. The 20-day there, of course, is also the sort of important reversal level. That is some distance away from where we are right now. That almost about 550, 600 points away from CMP on the Bank Nifty. Global markets are steady. US futures are higher. Actually, I was saying earlier, the S&P 500 futures are now trading below the psychologically important 4,200 level. They're holding slightly above that 4,200 level. So that bodes well, purely from a price technical action standpoint. So that's the overall picture. And this is, of course, a Friday, so last hour of the week coming up. Reema.
It's actually been a pretty good week for the U.S. markets. The S&P 500 is up 1.3% so far week to date. The Dow and the Nasdaq too clocking in a similar gain. The Dow Jones is up about 0.5%. The Nasdaq has outperformed. But for our own markets, we're exactly where we began trade with. The Nifty opening level was 18,168, which is exactly where we are. So after all the volatility, we're back to square one. Benchmark indices are currently up about 0.2, 0.3%. Prashant was talking about the firm opening in the European market. The French index, that's the CAC, that's higher by about 0.55%. The DAX is also up a similar amount, up close to about 0.55%. IT is the star in today's trade, and there has been no dithering, no volatility on IT. The Nifty IT index is up 1.5% with names like Infosys, Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech holding with gains of close to about 1.5%. And Adani Group stocks have seen buying in the last 15 minutes or so. Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports. Pull up that intraday chart and you would see that these stocks were down nearly about 2% when that report was being analyzed, but now they are some of them are locked in an upper circuit of 5%. Adani Power Transmission. Let's just get one or two of those intraday charts to see the kind of buying that's emerged in the last 35-40 minutes.
Well, yeah, I guess, the report doesn't leave us any wiser with respect to which way things are going. For that, there is a wait involved. There is that extension that SEBI has managed to get from the Supreme Court. So the wait and watch continues. So I guess incrementally we don't know anything fresh or new, or it's not a stance that the committee has put out, or for that matter SEBI has put out. So I think we'll still have to wait a while for this. On global markets, just to add to what you guys said, global markets are up absolutely 1% to 1.5%, 2%, depending on which index you're looking at. CAC, DAX, Dow, most of them are up. We've actually underperformed. India's down 1% so far this year. We've been kind of ambling along. Just a word on the mid caps. And this middling along kind of has gotten more pronounced over the last 2 to 3 sessions. Once again, today the mid cap index is underperforming the large cap side of the market. It's been red for most parts of the day. A lot of result reactions are playing out. So I'll just name one or two. Today's biggest result casualty has been Gland Pharma. 20% lower over there. So investors in a very unforgiving mood, considering all the issues that the results threw up. Kirloskar Oil came in just a couple of hours ago. That stock's down about 8% as well. Some of the railway stocks like RITES and RVNL, they are cooling off quite a bit. So there is some tempering of the enthusiasm in the mid-cap space, but all's not lost. Result hits include United Spirits, since we are on Friday. Let's not forget that. LT Foods, some of the rice makers did really well. Remember those sky-high global rice prices? So that played out well for something like an LT Foods. Mixed picture. But yes, it seems that there is some caution in the mid-cap market. That's quite clear.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've been kind of pointing to that last couple of days. By the way, is this the move that we've been waiting for? We're up about 45 odd points. And let's see if we can build on it over the next 60 minutes or so, less than 60 minutes or so. We are practically at the day's highest point, almost there. And so this could be interesting. A break, not a break, but then a clean bounce off an important support going into the weekend. Fingers crossed. Let's ask our technical experts in terms of how to position